Today on Ghostbusters News, it's time to get poppin'. Hey everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And sometimes ghosts, they don't need bustin', instead they need poppin'. And because of that, today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Real Ghostbusters Ghostpopper from Hasbro. Actually, let me correct myself. I just said brand new Ghostpopper from Hasbro. Any 80s kid, you're going to remember, well, when this was originally first released as the Real Ghostbusters Ghostpopper from Kenner. Yes, this is another reproduction from the fine folks over at Hasbro. Now, at first glance, let me say Hasbro has done an amazing job at bringing this old school retro Kenner toy back to life. There are certainly some glaring changes that you can certainly tell, you know, if you're familiar with the original 80s toy, and we're going to get to that here in a few. But first, let's actually go ahead and touch on the packaging. We've got that old school Real Ghostbusters purple, the Real Ghostbusters logo, also that classic Ghostpopper logo as well. Now, the one I'm reviewing today, it was actually shipped directly to me, but I gotta say, if I actually found this on store shelves, I think I'd feel like I walked into a time warp. I mean, this box is that good. It's that retro. But my favorite part of this box is certainly the image on the right-hand side here, where we've got this kid and Egon Spengler poppin' the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And this has been recreated pretty faithfully, at least within reason, as you can see here. The art with Egon and Stay Puft, I mean, it looks like, well, the exact same from what I recall from back in the 80s. Really, the only real big change here is we've got a new kid, and he's featuring eyewear. Now, I'm pretty sure this change was made to go along with probably today's health and safety regulations when it comes to projectile toys. Taking a look at the side of the box here, we've got the same kid, looking pretty happy. And you can see the description of the Ghostpopper reads, an essential piece of the Real Ghostbusters equipment. Because let me tell you, in the Real Ghostbusters animated series, the Ghostpopper made, you know, so many essential appearances, right? Like, it was on, like, every episode, right? Essential equipment for the Real Ghostbusters. Now, let me say, I was not ready for the nostalgia overload that is the back of the box. Are you guys ready for this? Check it out. As you can see in the back of the box, we've got Stay Puft, we've got Slimer, and the whole reason that they're here is, well, for target practice. You cut them out, they come with little stands, and you can actually set them up so you can actually shoot them down using the Ghostpopper. And I must admit, I'm conflicted a little bit because I do love this box. I don't think I can cut into it. This is my only, you know, Hasbro Ghostpopper right now. I think in this video, I'm gonna have to find something else to shoot because I don't want to destroy this box at all. Oh, and I also just noticed there's another target at the bottom of the box, this one being the Real Ghostbusters logo. So cool. Alright, so if you don't mind, I'm going to take a trip down memory lane. I'm going to unbox the Ghostpopper here, and we're going to play with it here today. So give me a second, let me unbox this thing. Alright, so I got the Ghostpopper out of the box here, and I loaded it up with all the foam darts. And I gotta say, putting the darts in here, I just had a big smile on my face the entire time. It just brought back so many old school memories of me, you know, using the original Ghostpopper from Kenner. And actually, speaking of that, give me a second. You knew I would have to do a comparison in this video. To be honest, I don't think there's any better way to review this than, you know, actually featuring the original Ghostpopper from Kenner. And at first glance, I'm sure you're noticing that there is, you know, a pretty obvious difference. The original one from Kenner is kind of like this very dark gray, almost black color, while the new one released from Hasbro is actually a nice blue. And being that this is part of the Real Ghostbusters toy line, I gotta say, I actually prefer the blue here. Especially when you start to think about all those original 80s toys from Kenner, like the Proton Pack, the PK Meter, the Ghost Trap. They were all blue in color to match up with what we saw in the Real Ghostbusters animated series. So it makes sense for the Ghostpopper to also be blue in color. Now when it comes to the actual like sizing, the mold work, everything like that, Hasbro has done an amazing job, once again, much like the packaging, at doing a reproduction here of the original toy. Yes, there are a few changes here and there, but really I think those changes are only things like the most nitpickiest of fans are really going to notice or care about. And another thing I want to point out, as I'm looking actually at the stickers on the side of here, check out the original one from Kenner and just look how shoddy that sticker looks. There's so much of a gap between like the edge of the sticker and the actual spacing. Comparing that to the new Ghostpopper from Hasbro, you can see that that sticker fits in there just perfectly. Now another change I have to point out here, the original one, you can see it actually has like red at the tip and at the inside here, while the new one is actually orange. Which does make sense because I know over the years like projectile toys and guns, the ends of those typically have to be like a bright orange. And I'm assuming that's the reason for the color change here. A lot has changed when it comes to children's safety and toys since like 1987. Now for me, really the only unsightly change when it comes to the new blue Ghostpopper from Hasbro is in the underbelly. As you can see when we compare the two, the new one from Hasbro features warnings in different languages, which, as I mentioned when it came to like the kid on the packaging with the glasses, is to do with health and safety issues when it comes to projectile toys. And as you can see, the warning here reads, do not aim at eyes or face. Use of eyewear recommended. Do not modify projectiles or blaster. So I think that's a full once-over of the actual Ghostpopper here. Let's go ahead and load it up and show you the actual ghost popping action. So first, let's take out one of these foam darts, which they actually fit really nice and secure on the inside of here. And then after that, we just have to load the dart right into the front there. Apply pressure, make sure it's nice and tight on the inside. The back end here just pulls right on out. Ooh, it's building up the pressure. And then all I have to do then is just press that forward and it's gonna fire this dart out. But first, I'm gonna need something to hit. I'm gonna need something to use as a target. And as I already mentioned, I don't think I can bring myself to actually cut into this box. I mean, this box is a thing of beauty. It's a work of art. So instead, I'm going to enlist the services of the actual Stay Puft Marshmallow Man toy. And this was one of the ones that, once again, got released last year from Hasbro, part of their Real Ghostbusters toy line. So give me a second. I'm going to set old Stay Puft up, and we're gonna have some fun here today. All right, Stay Puft, are you ready? Aw, come on, man, don't look at me like that. I'm sorry, the people at home, they need to see this Real Ghostbusters Ghostpopper from Hasbro in action. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's just stupid fun. I love the fact that Hasbro decided to bring this old school Real Ghostbusters Ghostpopper back into the limelight. I don't really think it gets the love that it deserves. I know like the original, Kenner Proton Pack, people love that thing, PK Meter Ghost Trap and all that. But this was just stupid fun as a kid, and I gotta say, it's stupid fun as an adult, as I just showed you. So if you'd like to pick up your very own Real Ghostbusters Ghostpopper from Hasbro, they're right now available at Walmart locations across the United States. They're popping up there, so head on out to your local Walmart and get to poppin'. So guys, that does it for today's video. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you would like to help out Ghostbusters News, we have our Patreon page. A link to that can be found right down below in the description. And I will see everybody right back here next time.
No one had arms reaching out of his torso to militarize zones. Some with Finn's blood though, just gotta call in an ecto cool. Grab your tools, it's time to fight Zool. This proton charge, you go run you extra. Put storage of the beast, hope you brought your checkbook. You might want a warranty in case it happens down the line. Everybody's going down in time, remember you are not alone. Got a problem that needs solving, just pick up the phone. They'll answer, dial that number, do it on your own. Not tonight, baby, you need the professionals. Yeah.
Pick up your phone and call the professionals. Ghostbusters.
Go. No one dies tonight. Run for your lives. Alright. No one dies.